Heard the story of Babaloo?
No!
Well, he went up into the mountains. When Babaloo went climbing, all the dogs on the farm would bark in order to tell the sheepdogs up in the hills, "Get ready, you guys, Babaloo's coming." And the sheepdogs would answer, "Hey, thanks, fellas, we'll be on the lookout." And pretty soon one of the sheepdogs spotted him. There he was, a little hot and out of breath. "My, you look like you could use a rest," barked the sheepdog, knowing how dangerous it is to get exhausted while climbing. "Time for a snack," whispered the strawberry plants and the blueberry bushes. Yum, yum. And the prickly raspberry branches seemed to lean towards him to offer their tasty fruit. Babaloo was delighted. Life just doesn't get much better than this. But soon it was time to move on. The sun kept an eye on Babaloo from above. But suddenly someone shouted, "Babaloo forgot his hat! He's going to get a terrible sunburn!" This made a hornet take off like a shot and try to awaken the breeze that seemed to be dozing off. The breeze stirred itself up and became a wind. "I'll get him a hat!" it cried, and off it whirled through the mountain passes. "I need a bellflower, the biggest one around!" shrieked the wind as it headed toward the pine grove. There was a huge bellflower there, and the wind picked it up and whisked it away. It deposited that flower right on Babaloo's head. But then, Babaloo decided he wanted to do a little rock climbing down by the river. "Hey there, Babaloo!" the little water droplets cried out as he passed. They were in a big hurry, though. No one could get a waterfall to slow down. Babaloo became so entranced he forgot to look where he was putting his feet. It was a terrifying moment. But a big branch came to his rescue, grabbing Babaloo by the seat of his pants. And it wasn't a second too soon. Riding a waterfall through rocks is no fun. But Babaloo had more important things to worry about, like did the branch rip his pants? Apparently not. But Babaloo needed more than a near miss like that to cure him of his passion for rock climbing. "Come this way, Babaloo," beckoned a juniper bush. "Jump on our backs," called the big boulders. "Wait, Babaloo, don't put your hand there," because a big snake was snoozing on the ledge above him. If Babaloo were to startle her, she'd be almost certain to bite him. "Babaloo, look out," yelled the moss and the rocks. However, moss can't yell very loud. Babaloo kept climbing. A bit higher up, an old larch tree clung to the rocks, and one of the stones that lay amongst those big roots realized the awful danger Babaloo was in. "Oh, let me go," it begged the larch tree. "I'm trying to," said the tree as it tried with all its might to loosen its twisted old roots. And then, finally, the stone took off down the slope straight for its target. The snake flew right over Babaloo's head and into the ravine. Babaloo was free to continue on his way. As he appeared over the rocks, the sheep baaed a friendly hello. And it wasn't just sheep who were glad to see him. Goats, cows, bulls, all gathered round to welcome him back. All the bells round their necks rang at once. It made a lovely sound. It was a regular livestock orchestra.
"I wish I could be a sheep,"
he cried. The shepherds burst out laughing, but when they stopped, one of them put a sheepskin over his shoulders and gave him a bell. Dressed like this and down on all fours, Babaloo could play the kind of games lambs like to play. He decided not to mention this part to his mother when he got home. She'd only worry. And anyway, he was worn out after all that mountain climbing. It was high time for a nap. And what makes a softer pillow than a little lamb?
That's what I need, a little lamb pillow.
Can't Buster be the pillow?
No way, she saw you first. Aww.